volume down on my other phone. Wait a couple minutes. It's not even saying I'm live yet. Maybe? Am I live now? Hopefully I'm live. Mike, how's it going? Stacy, how are you? Travis, how's it going? What's up with the ads on Uber? Ads on Uber? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Mike, good. I'm doing good. That keep popping up. I've got no idea. I don't really talk about Uber that much, so I feel like YouTube tends to throw ads in that about stuff that I talk about or that gets mentioned in chat or comments, so that I don't know. Stacy is super. Good to hear. Travis, it's a nightmare. I know. What's crazy is I haven't been talking about Uber. I've been talking about Lyft. Because that's all I've been doing DoorDash, but I've been doing Lyft. I haven't done any Uber. I'm going to impale myself with a straw by the end of the night. Cauliflower, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Stacy, I got 2 free big orders today. Free. Heck yeah. Jalissa, how's it going? Abstract, $100 day, let's go. Yeah, it's. I hope you hit $100 day. I've been doing Lyft today. Am I getting? No, I don't get drunk. I'm actually drinking sweet tea. Yeah, I'm drinking sweet tea. How many rides? I knocked out 8 rides in 2 hours. I guess there's a concert going on tonight, so figured I would come home, we'd do the live, hang out, and concert should let out sometime between 10 and 11, so I'll go out and do a few more. Got to knock out that goal of 120 rides on Lyft for that bonus. Yeah, 8 rides in 2 hours for I think $45. Wasn't too bad. The only downside to rideshare is the dollar to mile is not the best. JD, how's it going? Stacy, no fun. I know. I'll have a beer when I get done driving tonight. And appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Do you have rules posted for the riders that I pick up? I generally get really decent people that I pick up, so yeah, no smoking, no open containers. Around here, everybody basically they ask, and I mean vaping I guess is one thing, because I vape, but yeah, no smoking, no drinking. and yeah, it's pretty laid back. Cauliflower, thanks. I actually took off today to catch up on a hurricane that hit my apartment. Still trying to juggle. Geez, be safe. Whitley, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Scrabble. JD, the Blue Angels are coming here next week for the air show. Can't wait. Oh, man. Enjoy it. It was a great time when they were here. Abstract, I will be buying some of those medium-sized bags you use because mine is done for. Abstract, these bags are absolutely incredible. I haven't had... there's no signs of wear on them. And I use them basically every day. Stacy, boring. What's boring? My car, when I'm doing rideshare, my car is kind of like Las Vegas. What happens there stays there. I get some good people. Every once in a while, I get the person that doesn't want to talk at all. Then I just crank up the radio. Not actual hurricane. I'm New York. That's my. Oh, that hurricane. Okay. Now, okay, yeah, that makes sense. In the Midwest, it's like a tornado went through our house kind of thing. So I gotcha. Scrabble can confirm on the bags. On the bags. Stacy, no drinking. Yeah, later. My bag ripped at the zipper. It was a decent bag until then. Yeah, the DoorDash bag they sent me, the foil crap inside was starting to fall out. In my Lyft, I'm sure I've had somebody sneak a drink in. Whitley, I didn't know you did rideshare. I haven't for a while. I mixed up. For a while, I was mixing up rideshare and food delivery, but once, what was it, last year? I basically only did rideshare during football season, and then rest of the time it was DoorDash. Carrie, how are you doing? Mike, DoorDash bag. Yeah, when I signed up in 2019 for DoorDash, they sent me one of their red bags, and that thing was crap. Lyft better than Uber. It depends on the day. For football games here, it's Uber. I don't even mess with Lyft, but I haven't done Lyft in so long that a couple weeks ago they sent me a offer that if I came back and drove and did 120 rides in by September 8th, that they'd give me $1,000 bonus. So I'm grinding that out on Lyft. Abstract, until I get the new bags, I'm going to try to use my pizza bag and just stand it upright. Hopefully it works. If it's like the DoorDash, like the ones Pizza Hut hands out, I've used it. I've used those for that like the big Red Robin orders. I'll use a pizza bag for, because my regular bags won't fit. Won't hold it. They won't fit. Ah, dang. Maybe I should have a beer. Tech, how's it going? Does Lyft show you where you are going before you accept the trip? Yes, they do. Yeah, they show pickup and where you're picking up and where you're dropping off. But my area Lyft does not have a surge. Uber does. That's why I do Uber on game days. Violet Heather says, "Hi Brash, it's a school night, so I can't hang out, but wanted to tell you I love the planes. Good night." I'll have a good night, Heather. Hope you're having fun in school and learning something, but mostly having fun. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm getting better at this. I am. I'm going to impale myself with a straw. So what is everybody up to this week? How has your week been? The MJ, I have too much dog hair in the car to carry passengers, but I guess not too much to deliver food. I go to a car wash, use their vacuum. For the last few days, I will have this one guy order, and then as soon as I leave, I get an order from his neighbors across the street. Hey, I don't think I've ever had that happen. That would be really nice if it did, though. Susie, still sick, but wanted to stop by and say hello. I'll help you get to feeling better, Susie. Violet, Charlie, she had me rewind and play the Blue Angels part 3 to 4 times before going on with the video. Well, I have plenty of Blue Angels video that I did not include. Sometimes use the grocery store insulated bags. They're nice and light. Yeah, that's a really good option, actually. Abstract, I think they're friends. I could see that. I could see one of them ordering, and as soon as they realize they've got somebody that's picking up their food, they message their neighbor, order food. COVID is kicking my arse. I'm sorry, Susie. 1 week. Ow, dang. And take a whole nother week to actually recover. So for everybody that saw the video yesterday's video, yeah, smack me next time I take a Popeyes order. Unless it's like an $8, $10, $12 going a mile. Last night I got paid to deliver $13 to drive 1 drink from Wendy's going 2 miles. Wow. No, I had the caramel frappe on Sunday. I don't remember. It was earned by time. I don't remember how much I got paid. But we started out with like Qdoba for 2 things of chips and cheese, and then we went to McDonald's for 1 medium frappe. I delivered 1 taco once. That was 1 expensive taco. Cat lover, how's it going? I saw Popeyes and immediately went, Yeah. That one had actually been the most improved Popeyes in town, and that's the only reason I took that one. Is where it was, which Popeyes it was, but the infuriating part about it was me walking in, him telling me they're out of ghost pepper wings when they were actually out of all wings. And he should have just said we're out of wings completely. One ketchup pack once. That doesn't surprise me. Applebee's managers told me, "You're the guy," the other day. I thought it was pretty cool. Apparently a lot of Dashers in my area are rude to staff. Now they always offer fountain drinks every time I stop in. Heck yeah. You definitely don't. The issue I have with the Applebee's here, specifically one of them, is you can stand there for 15 minutes and have 5 different employees look at you and walk by and never say anything. Earned by time sucks. I made about $20 today. Yeah, I've had good days on it. I've had bad days. Seems like if it's slower on earned per order, it can be decent on earned by time. Susie, get to feeling better. AL Rex. I haven't been able to dash since August 7th when my car broke down. I know on both the Rideshare you can rent a car through them. I'm not sure if you can for Uber Eats though. Uber you can, but I don't know about Uber Eats. Improved from what though? For a while, they actually had the orders ready. They acknowledged you when you walked in, and I have no idea what happened to them. Does anyone else tip staff at sit-down restaurants? I have every once in a while, not too often. It depends on the circumstance. Mike, big question. Go for it. JD, my car is too old for rideshare now. I would. Is it 10 or 12 years? And I think once your car is on there, it's like grandfathered in, or at some point it was grandfathered in. My car is stalling while I am driving it. The EGR valve has gone bad. I'll be able to replace it myself in a couple days. Yeah, EGR valve is pretty easy. Pretty easy to change. Hope you're having a good night, Norma. Abstract, I keep having to remind McDonald's to put the food in a DoorDash bag. They keep just giving me the regular separate bags. Seen that happen. The last time it happened, I said it was DoorDash, and the employee gave me the deer in headlights look. Cauliflower, I'll never do Popeyes. Last time I was there, I went to sit down, and there was I must have been one of the Popeyes that I've seen in those crazy fight videos on Twitter. Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to, though. Uh, Abstract is cool because they have great customer service, so all good. Yeah, I mean, I will not permanently. Okay, for the most part, I will not permanently blacklist a restaurant. If it's the only location in town, then yeah, I'll probably will. Like the Red's barbecue place. But if it's like a chain restaurant, I'll blacklist that place for like 6 months, and then I might give it a try because maybe they got new staff, new manager, maybe they've turned things around. It has to be within the last 7 years in Canada for Uber. Well, I'll be nice. I try to hook them up if I'm getting good tips and they're bagging multiple orders for me. Yeah, I'll usually do that then. Absolutely, I made it home alive. Well, I am glad that you made it home alive. I need a delivery bag with wheels. Huh, I wonder if they make those. They probably do. Let's go to... Yes, I'm going on Amazon right now. Insulated bag wheels. Manager at this McDonald's is amazing. They take on everything. Good managers are, first off, hard to find, and second, they're like a orchestra conductor. I wouldn't say that it's more of a bag. But let me... It is a 72 can large rolling cooler, leak proof insulated soft cooler bag with wheels and handle, collapsible for beach, camping, patio, travel. So they do have something like that on Amazon. And all you got to do is search. I know I'm playing Google tonight. On Amazon, just type in insulated bag wheels. I need that. I needed one of those foldable carts or wagons. I don't always take the bag to the door. Sometimes I just take the food out in the car and take it to the door. I do every once in a while. Again, it depends on location, customer. JD, I do that too. Cauliflower. I worked until 4 a.m. the other night. First time. Actually found a good college area and safe. I don't usually stay out past like 2. Where I'm at generally after midnight. Trying to think of what's open. Taco Bell, McDonald's. Basically everywhere is drive-through only. And the McDonald's down the street. They'll close up their lobby anywhere between 7 and 10 in the evening, and their drive-through is always backed up. They've got the 2-lane drive-through. They'll take an order from one lane, wait a couple minutes, take an order from the next lane. I don't know why they have 2 lanes. They run it like they actually only have one. Violet got a bad question. Not a delivery driver, but was thinking of getting one of those you have for cold and frozen groceries. Do they keep things cold as well as hot? Yes, they do. They are probably the best purchase that I've made doing gig work. I'll get Dairy Queen or what's that other place? Cold Stone. I'll pick up from Cold Stone, put it in the bag, and it keeps that cold, like cold. You open that bag when you go to drop it off, and you can feel the cold just come right out of that bag. Abstract, I'm pretty fast either way, but after watching you, man, well, thank you. It is, there's been times that I run, not very often because I'm getting old. I need to start going to the gym more than I do. Repeat the cold, please. For the insulated bags. If they keep things as cold as they do hot, and they do. I use them on Dairy Queen and Cold Stone orders, and it's honestly keeps cold things just as cold as it keeps hot things hot. McDonald's, 24, Walgreens. Yeah, we do have a 24-hour Walgreens and a 24-hour CVS. Maybe there's 2 that are 24 hours. Walgreens, though, I think there's only currently 1 Walgreens that is 24 hours, and that is clear on the north end of town. No problem, Violet. One thing that helps is always try to let them know you are there and waiting. Which is one reason I do carry my bag in to some places, because sometimes the place doesn't care, but sometimes it's helped. They see the bag, me looking at my phone, and they're like, oh, he's here to pick up an order. Honestly, 24-hour CVS is awesome ever since Walmart chickened out of the game. I don't know. I miss going into Walmart at like 3 a.m. and seeing all the weird people. All the people that ended up on what People of Walmart. Walmart at 3 a.m. was. There's a reason most people think that aliens exist. I Charlie, carry your bag in and just stand there passive aggressively. I'm gonna have to do that. No, I will do that. Love Carbs, how's it going? I miss stores being open 24 hours. I know the only stores aside from Walgreens and CVS that are open after midnight here are liquor stores. Like they know why you're here. I'm DoorDash. I wanted to get a T-shirt that says "Give me the food and nobody gets hurt," but I feel like that could be taken the wrong way. It's like free admission to the zoo overnight at Walmart. Yes, it is. Sometimes it's nice just to sit outside of Walmart and watch people walk in and out. You don't have to wait until 3 a.m. Walmart freaks are out at all hours. Good point. Good point. Violet, trying to be an overnight cashier, seeing those 3 a.m. shoppers like me for 8 hours. I saw those people back in 06 before my stroke in 2013. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing now. Where do they go at 3 a.m.? Red, what's going on? I make up stories in my head of why people want what they want at 3 a.m. Like saline solution. Waffle House. Okay, we don't have a Waffle House here. We have an IHOP. At least I think the IHOP's still 24 hours. It may be. Walmart's near you remodeling. Most of them have already done their remodel. There's one that's adding a whole like drive-through grocery pickup place. Tech with the $2. Customer added a $2 tip on your past delivery. I appreciate that. Do any of you, okay, completely random question, since we talk very little about DoorDash on here, which is the point. We talk about DoorDash everywhere. How many of you are into like crime podcasts and documentaries and and all that. How many of you guys are into that? Sean Meets World, welcome. This is my first time going for Top Dasher, and I've had a lot of anxiety receiving and accepting orders. I think staying above 50 might be the goal for me moving forward. I commend you for doing. Hey, I don't like telling people what to do, what they should or shouldn't do, so I generally don't. If you try Top Dasher and it works out for you, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome. At the end of the day, we're all independent contractors. We're all our own business, and got to find something that works for us. Cauliflower, I love random. I done Spark today. They told me drivers are no longer allowed to help them load orders. I just feel so bad for them. That would actually annoy me, because when I was picking up, before Walmart dropped DoorDash, I would get out of the car and I would help the employees load up my car. Gets everything loaded up quicker. They're on to their next order to load up in somebody else's car, and I'm out of their way. So it was a win-win for everybody. Red, yep. True crime, my favorite genre. I was just talking about this. I'm always listening to podcasts. Valerie, how's it going? I like Wild Ride with Steve-O. I like that stuff. Clearly, Top Dasher is not working for me. So, okay, since pretty much everybody in here said yes, for the longest time, I knew about the whole Starkweather thing that happened in the 50s. And I knew it was like a spree thing, and it started here in Lincoln, and they got caught in Wyoming. I did not know that the actual places that the things that took place. I didn't know I'd been driving by those places for like the last 20 years. I've been driving up by this one gas station that was his first time, and I drive by that gas station almost daily and didn't know. So I'm like, I've gone down the rabbit hole in podcasts and documentaries on the whole Starkweather thing. So I'm thinking about making my own video for the other channel. Because when I did go to college, I actually went for criminal justice, criminology. And look at me now. So yeah, I have been able to compare. I've compared pictures and that from evidence and locations and matched them up to where everything is today, and it's crazy. I'm surprised Walmart still has a partnership with Uber Eats. You would think Spark might be enough. Yeah, I don't know why. They may have gotten a better rate versus DoorDash, but Tech. Every area is different. I have to keep Top Dasher to work in my area. Scheduling is unavailable in my market. I mean, yeah, for me, I can, if I remembered to schedule out a week in advance, I could probably not do the Top Dasher thing here. But if I ever get kicked off, or I need to go do something, I'd rather just to be able to dash. So that's the only reason I keep Top Dasher or Dash now. And instead of taking these really horrible offers, that's why I do the earn by time. Cauliflower, that's a lot of work, but if you can, that'd be awesome. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, once I get some things situated on the other channel, I'll let everybody know what that other channel is. Catching up on comments, that's a lot of work. Okay, got that one. Especially because Spark has a permanent wait list. I know, I'm still on it. After, I have no idea. I'd want. Well, thank you, Violet. Yeah, I'll be releasing that channel name when I get some videos ready to post on there. Dash along the way is convenient to live outside of town. Yeah, I bet that would make. I haven't really. That is one thing that I have not done. I have not done the dash along the way. The way I look at it is, even if Top Dasher isn't that much of a difference, why not just be one regardless? Like, might as well, just my opinion. No, I agree. My first order today was Popeyes. That was in El Paso. I like that. My market does have a lot or scheduling available, but it can be difficult not to dash when. Well, and that's another thing, because you can jump in, you can not schedule, you can jump in and go online for 30 minutes to an hour and hopefully be able to extend it and keep trying to extend it, and it's a pain. How do you feel about the glitch gate? How do I feel about it? I think it is, in some regards, there's a group, there's a percentage of gig workers that still look at this like they're an employee, they're not their own business. I'm never going to tell anybody to do something that I would not or have not done myself, and I'm not going to do something to potentially get myself kicked off. If people want to use it, use it. If you don't. We're all independent contractors, which means we are our own business. We are using DoorDash, Lyft, Uber, Grubhub, all of this as a platform. But some people are in the mindset and treat it as though they're employees, and that is not the case. So as far as the whole Sorry, Mike, I'm reading your comment now. You heard the big deal about. I have heard about it. I was in a couple live chats the past 2 weekends. If you even want to answer. Yeah, no. Like I said, I just think that we're all our own boss. We're all using this platform that is DoorDash, and that's one reason I don't ever tell any of you guys how to do something. If you guys ask me, hey, how do I do this? Or how do you think? I'm still gonna preface this with, if I had to deal with that in my market, this is how I would. I'm not gonna tell you how to deal with it in your market because I'm not in your market. But I believe that I have to wake up every day and go to bed every night looking at myself in the mirror and have to be comfortable with myself. And that is how I live my life. So if anybody wants to use it, that is on you. I'm not going to use it. I'll grind out a day or 2 days if I have to on earned by time. And still have the dash now at the end of the month. And on that, I just got way the heck behind. No glitch for hard, honest work. Yeah, that's a great point, Abstract. And there's no such thing as easy money. This is probably, doing food delivery is probably about the easiest that it gets. Unless you're holding up a sign outside of Walmart asking for help. I'm joking. But I've always believed that nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing that comes easy is worth having. So, and honestly, you guys couldn't pay me enough to use an Android. You really couldn't. If you cheat in the end, you will always lose. If there's a case you'd like to research into the unsolved murder of, here in Ohio, 1988, I am going to screenshot that moment so that I will remember that. The number of screenshots that I have just to. I'm a Linux user, so I have different reasons. It'll be a non-issue pretty soon now that it's blown up. DoorDash is patching it market by market. You have integrity. Well, thank you. Um, trying to get caught up here. It'll be none. Yep. Wish earned by time was available here. I'm actually surprised that earn by time isn't everywhere yet. Honestly, it should be at this point. We're going on almost a year that earn by time has been out, and the fact that it's not in every market. My brother did a lot of senior executive producing on A&E with the first 48 and lockup and lots more. Well, I'm glad my mom's not in the chat. She'd be asking you some questions. I'd always get the inside scoop beforehand, so it probably made me that much more into it. That is awesome. Abstract, gonna hit the gym. I appreciate that. Get a workout in for me. Nah, I need to start. Really need to start going to the gym more than I do. Another Android user. I don't judge anybody for using an Android. My personal preference is Apple. Linux user, yes. Mechanical tech, brother, I don't know why I had a feeling you didn't use either. For some reason, I just get the vibe. I can. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me a bit. EBT isn't in my market either. That is just crazy. There are a few markets where the hourly would be too high for them. No, that makes sense. And I mean, I don't see. Well, it's like California, you've got the Prop 22, and New York and Washington, or Seattle anyway. I can see them they're not offering earn by time there because there kind of already is. But yeah, I don't know. Earn by time is $12.50 here. Yeah, it's $13.50 here in Lincoln, and I want to say it was what 14. I have to go back and look at videos now. It's $14.25 or $14.50. So it is in Washington. It might just not be in Seattle. Down around Vancouver, Washington, it was either $14.25 or $14.50. Violet, I'm gonna look into that. Paulette, always good to see you. Things are going well. Hope you're doing well. Earn by time just started in Olathe, Kansas. What is the earn by time there? Bomb City, what's going on? Dwayne from Omaha, you are on the air. No, it's YouTube, not a radio station. And they decide the hourly on EBT by averaging earnings over all dashers in a market, which is sad in most places. If that's how they did it, yeah. That kind of tells you how many people are taking the $2 order, all the $2 orders. I don't have earn by time either in my market in Connecticut. Ryan, what's up, brother? Michelle, how are you? Scrabble, we went from 12 to 14, back to 13 within 2 months. So I wonder if they change it if the average changes. $12 in Olathe. Ryan, I shut it down early tonight. Got too much crap and my AR was crying. Ah, that's when I switch over to earn by time. I've actually had better luck on earn by time later in the night than earlier in the day. But we're also Hy-Vee partnered with Uber/Uber Eats for their delivery, their grocery pickups, and some of their on-demand deliveries. So going to be a whole lot less Hy-Vee shopping orders now. And I still haven't seen Zach yet. I haven't been able to track him down. Jeff, hope you have a great week. Glad you like the Blue Angel shots. Shell, EBT is 1375. Bomb City, not much here. About to bake some cookies. I got squirrel moment. Sorry, I got like 50 some auctions going on eBay. Donuts or yogurt? Oh. Donuts. I probably need less donuts and more yogurt, and then I might be making more progress at the gym. So many crappy orders. I can't get my AR up because I won't do a $7 going 12 miles. Yeah, Mike, I would try, if you haven't, maybe some earn by time in the evenings. I mean, honestly, if you're going to sit and drive through, at least get 22, 25, 27 cents a minute. No, EBT in my market is 3 times bigger than yours population-wise. That is nuts that they would not have that. Paulette, me no likey, although I haven't tried it yet either. Hey, honestly, it depends on the day. Some days it's great, some days it's bad. That's DoorDash. Kevin, how's it going, man? Michelle, doing good, but getting this hurricane Idalia. Well, stay safe. I remember a Robin Williams joke about hurricanes. That people that live in areas with hurricanes should get styrofoam furniture, because that way it goes up and just comes back down. You never lose it. You never have to replace it. That was from a stand-up a long time ago. DoorDash is doing what's best for them. Exactly, and that touches on what I said earlier. We are our own business. You're your own business. You're your own business. Scrabble's her own business. Michelle, Paulette, everybody that does this, they're their own business. DoorDash is their own business. I can get upset at what DoorDash does, but they're doing it for their business. So then I need to change how I do things for my business. And same for everybody else. My AR is fabulous. Is fabulous right now. I managed to hit 35% this week. Scrabble. I don't even know what to say. Cauliflower, you can tell your mom. I'll hook her up with my brother Mike to tell more stories. Yeah, my mom loves like the first 48 and all those shows. At this rate, I'd almost expect the tier system to be introduced here prior to earn by time. Yeah, I think it's expanded. I think it's expanded to a couple more markets outside of the 3 test ones, but DoorDash sent me a message. They're still shutting down in Florida because of this hurricane. Yeah, somebody else got that message too. Yeah, I'm really having a scroll moment. I'm having a few. 7 a.m. comes fast, and I'm gonna have a good night, Heather, or Violet. I'm like trying to read 3 messages at once. Heather and Violet. I'm having a moment here. Had a couple killer weeks. Air at 85. Been around for the last few days. Sitting at 76 now. I had mine down to 56, and it took 3 days of earn by time to get it back up 70. Not. I think that not. No, I've had it down to 50 before, like right at 50. There are hardly any Hy-Vee shopping orders anymore. It's bad. Four of my 12 orders tonight were Hy-Vee shopping orders in Topeka. Well, I guess I'm coming to Topeka. They couldn't figure out which one to snack on. You could always dip a donut in yogurt, I guess. I'm trying to get caught up on chat. $5 super from Scrabble, BYOB. Be your own business. And I still wanted to say bring your own beer. Oscar the Umbrella Cockatoo. How's it going? It's Club Charlie. I'd have my own club. Have like a secret handshake and all that. I remember a comic talking about people living in the Mississippi Valley. Yes, this is the 37th time we've lost everything. Got their furniture on pontoons. What's that one? What's the difference between what is it? Oh, what's the difference between a hurricane and a divorce in Arkansas? Nothing. Somebody's gonna lose a trailer. I'll try it in Georgia on my way back from Atlanta. Mine's at 58 right now. Tornado, yeah. I can't even tell a joke right. Come on. I mean, that too. Scrabble just donated all I've made today. Melissa, how's it going? I hope you've made more than $5 or at least been out for less than an hour. I thought Hy-Vee hooked up with someone else. Last I heard, they hooked up with Uber Eats and or Uber, I think, and Uber Eats. Urban Treasure Hunter, how's it going? Mine went up to 50% a week ago in 2 hours. It went down to 45. Now I'm at 42. I do 35 to 40 shop and pay orders. Shop and pays per week. 38 last week, 42 the week before. I think the most I've ever done in a week here was 27. God, I wish I could do that many shopping orders, Ryan. Cauliflower, see, that's the good thing about Uber Eats. I've been at 19% and still got great orders consecutively. Yeah, Uber Eats, it is one that they'll send you orders regardless of what your AR is. I do majority Safeway, but they throw me Nob Hill. I'm gonna guess Nob Hill's a store. CVS, Walgreens, all the pet stores too. That's all she wrote, sadly. One $5 McDonald's order this morning was the only one worth taking. Oh, Melissa, I'm sorry. Tomorrow will be better. I only got 2 days left of the month. Nob Hill neighborhood in San Francisco. Oh, okay. Yeah, Nob Hill's the fancy, really. Okay. I was like having flashbacks to my childhood because the town I lived in, I was born in and grew up, there was actually a street called Nob Hill. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesdays are generally never great. I love those PetSmart multi-stack orders. As long as they pay, I don't mind them either. I like that too, how Uber just throws anything at you. You don't have to struggle making it with them. And the irony is, you have an app that has requires less of you, never really goes down, and the DoorDash app has issues weekly, and they expect more of you. Goonies never die. I already reserved an order for 3 items at 18:33 at 7 a.m. Taking about 35 minutes. Heck yeah. Today was weirdly busy, but it was raining, so that may be why. Yeah, I ran a couple errands, and then I noticed, and I may end up start doing this. I may do more DoorDash during the lunchtime and dinner time, and do Rideshare during the afternoon. Because I jumped on Lyft. I turned Lyft on. Within 10 seconds, I got a ride, went and picked them up, got an add-on, picked them up, got an add-on. Eight rides for $45 in like 2 hours. But we do have a concert tonight that's going on, I think, right now. And it's a volleyball game and a concert tomorrow night. Turned the apps off, took a walk. Working? Nope, walking. Well, you could just add out after working out, walking. Ryan, try any new caffeinated beverages. I'm still hooked on the white Red Bull. Man, you got me hooked on those too. So, trying to think if I've actually tried anything new. What was it? There was another Red Bull. There was a Red Bull Summer Edition that I just saw about a week ago, like Juneberry or something. I thought about trying that, but I've been drinking entirely way too much sweet tea. It's a need these days more than a want. Not proud of it, but YOLO. Juneberry tastes like blueberry. Okay. A sip is too much. Of sweet tea or Red Bull? Or caffeine in general? I would love to try the Juneberry, but my cardiologist would kill me. I would. I will give that a try for you, Scrabble. I don't go to the doctor because I don't want somebody to tell me I shouldn't drink that or shouldn't eat that. Caffeine is its own food group. Facts. Have you tried caffeinate? No, I haven't. A sip is too much. A sip is too much of sweet tea. The irony, and this is the complexity of me. I like my IPAs, which are bitter beer, basically. I drink my coffee black, occasionally some creamer, but I'll drink my coffee black, but I have to have my tea sweet. Pure liquid caffeine. I might have to give that a try. Ryan, how's eBay listing going? Got back on the horse and posted a bunch of stuff last week. It's actually doing pretty decent. I'm starting to get back into my habit of just doing auctions. And I try to do like 10 listings a day, at least. I do a set number of listings a day, and then I'll schedule them, because now you can schedule them without paying anything. And I'll drop them on Sundays, but then I'll drop more on Tuesdays. Sundays I'll do as a 7-day auction. Anything that I drop on Tuesdays, I do a 5-day auction. So they all end at the same time. But it's been pretty decent. I got some of that Topps Platinum too. And I was actually really impressed. Do you finish your degree on criminal? I did not. Child of God, how you doing? Casey Smith, you're a good dude. I also dash and Uber Eats. Keep your head up and hustle on. Appreciate that. Are we in? Is your name Casey, or are you in Casey? I like the auction hot and volatile cards and put the rest in the eBay store. Yeah, Sunday endings are the best. You could also, I've had some decent results with it. If you list them on Thursdays as a 10-day auction, they still end on a Sunday, but it covers 2 weekends, so you get a bit more views that way. I know we're all over the place tonight. Deanna, how's it going? Tech, have you by chance thought about making a Reddit community for your viewers to share DoorDash related pictures, screenshots, etc.? That's what I was going to ask. I hadn't, but I can now. I will look into that. Yeah, I will. I'm going to screenshot chat again so I remember to do that. Great idea, Tech. Thank you. What do you sell? I am on eBay a lot for parts. I flip baseball, basketball, football cards mostly. Yep, sports cards and memorabilia. It's kind of honestly, in some ways, it's kind of like the stock market. You buy cards, you sell the hot ones quick, and then you sit on others until that player does something. And then if they're doing something really well, consistently, their card value goes up. So you list their cards. There's a local card shop and Walmart, Target. Honestly, it's if you've ever been into sports cards, it's fun. It's the excitement of ripping packs open. But it's also a way to you can collect. You collect your favorite players. Got any Griffey Upper Deck rookies? I don't. I have a few Donruss. And I got a lot of Ken Griffey Jr. cards, but do you need a business license from your state to sell on eBay? No. Nope. Just setting up, making sure that you're charging sales tax. eBay directs that to the states based off of they handle the taxes and the fees and all of that. The chat is standard rules apply: buy low, sell high, and wash, rinse, and repeat. Ripping cards is one of my very favorite things to do in life. Given David Adams and blow out lots of business over the years. You know, the only thing that I wish I would have done, Ryan, because I bought and I sold. I guess looking back now, at the very moment, it worked out. But it's one of those things you never know. The $20 blaster boxes of 2019, 2020 Donruss basketball that you could get before the Rona happened for $20. At one point, we're going online for 140, 150 bucks a box, and I ripped probably 15, 20 different boxes of those. I should have just held on to that. Susan, you don't need a license, but you have to pay taxes, also charged by our state sales tax. Yes, that would be correct. Terry's Trips, Tips, and Talk. I have 100 pounds of baseball cards, any kind of collector cards. Don't even know what to do with them. Where are you at, Terry? I've been sitting on a large stock of Magic the Gathering cards for a while. Got me wanting to get in on the eBay thing again. Hey, any of those first editions or the Power of 8 or I'm not big into Magic, but yeah, any of the first editions or those, there's a select you can get some huge money for. eBay, you will need to pay income tax. I think eBay will give you. Yeah, I actually just, you can go through the IRS and get your own EIN number. But at the end, it's. Where was I going with that? That's David George, who's not in chat at the moment, likes to say, yeah, I just had a factory reset. Two original Mickey Mantles, and living in the South Bronx, he met Mickey Mantle coming out of Yankees new stadium. Oh, wow. That would have been cool. I sell on eBay, Etsy, and used to sell on Poshmark. Poshmark takes 20%. Yeah, I think eBay is kind of, they're slowly upping their percentage on fees. Bomb City had a great Tuesday, $93.95 plus a $10 cash tip in just under 4 hours. That is awesome. You've been having some decent Tuesdays lately. Terry is in Colorado. You can email me if you want to take some pictures of the cards you have and email me them. I can let you know maybe what you got. Ryan, yeah, that's such a pisser. Rona flipped the hobby upside down, and hard adjustment over the last year. eBay is about 12% now. Okay. You got the new. I do have a Trump trading card. That came in a lot. A buddy of mine bought. It was a crazy lot of all kinds of crap. Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, baseball, basketball, football. There were some other random. At one point in the 90s, they started coming out with trading card sets of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not My Little Pony, the Cabbage Patch Kids. eBay will limit your amount of listing if your sales have been slow. Yeah, eBay's they're doing some good things, but they're doing some things that are not great. Tuesday suck here in Seattle. Hopefully at least the weather was decent. I'm not as well versed in non-sports, but will dabble into time to time. Garbage Pail, yeah. Cabbage Patch, Garbage Pail. I think they had both of them. From that day forward, my dad kept everything, like every card. Unfortunately, his new wife said they got. Oh no. They'd still be worth something to somebody, I guarantee that. Thing I miss most about eBay is Turbo Lister. Listing is such a grind to now. That's one thing, I'll do from time to time is I'll snap a bunch of pictures of cards, and if it's super slow if I'm doing DoorDash or whatever, I'll sit in the car and I'll put some listings up from time to time. Got side hustles for side hustles for side hustles. I've had some decent flips in football, especially. Quite a few. Yeah, I've had most of my best flips have been in football cards. Usually run DoorDash, Uber Eats and DoorDash from 7 to 2, come home, do some listing, go back out 6 to 9. That's a good schedule to have. But yeah, no, well, what else? What other trading cards do they have? I'm not joking because I have them, they're in a box somewhere in my office. They had some cards for the Beanie Babies as well. Tuesday. I used to get some decent shopping orders between 2 and 4, 2 and 5, but I always knew my dad liked a guy I brought home. He'd pull out his cards under the couch and show them. That's awesome, cauliflower. Yeah, I'm sorry about your dad. Elway cards. I've probably got quite a few. Star Wars. Oh yeah, Star Wars cards. Yeah, I've got. My cousin's stories about my father got me through. Do you PC anything special? I'd be happy to see if I could contribute 1.6 million cards in inventory. You would trip out if you saw what I live with. Ryan, I think we've talked on Instagram. I will send you a picture of my mess that I'm slowly working through. But do I PC anything? I've got my collection of like Ken Griffey Jr. growing up. As I've got my collection of like Dallas Cowboys, my Seattle Seahawks, Mariners. I've got a small collection of Seattle Supersonics cards. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Sam Perkins, Detlef Schrempf, Nate McMillan, the team that doesn't exist anymore. I'll send pics too. That's what happened to my dad too. His parents threw his original collection out, and that's what made my dad start. That's the thing about like all of the Mickey Mantles and Roger Maris and Ted Williams and Hank Aaron's and all of those cards that could be worth like tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in the 60s, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. Our parents and grandparents would take those cards, put them in bike spokes just to make that sound, and ruined them. They ruined their own retirement plan without even knowing it. Yep, for a while. Well, for a while they were just the Sonics, but yeah, Seattle Supersonics. We're a JJ fan. We're Special Rock Rhymes. My cards could never be stopped. Eric Barnes was a teammate of mine, so I PC him and a couple other teammates. Also, I played American Legion baseball against Tom Brady. Sure wish I PC'd him from the get-go. You and me both. Tom Brady just that's a retirement plan in itself. Just rookies of him. Bikes, yes. Well, the thing about baseball cards in general is it initially it wasn't even about the baseball cards. It was a way for I think it was Bowman to sell gum. Laura, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. And then you had the Honus Wagner and those cards that came in tobacco. Love Carb's Journey. Have a good night. Red 5 Bowman. Yeah, Bowman and Tops and I think those were the first two. And then in the 80s and 90s, you had the Junk Wax era and all of these different brands, these different companies, Skybox and Fleer and Donruss. And really the only ones that actually survived were Tops and Upper Deck. Mike, have a good night. Fleer made basketball in the 60s. I've got some 1970s. We got a couple of Julius Irvings. One one graded. Topps was the only company allowed to sell gum after the lawsuit. Flair and Donruss. Yeah, and then Panini took over. Topps had the license for baseball. Panini took the official license for football and basketball. And Upper Deck had hockey. Yeah. Catchin, how's it going? 173 Smurfs for sale. Writing out outer bands of Hurricane. Video guys, Dash ended for turning down 5 in a row. Whew. Pacific died in the early 2000s. They did. I think right around 2000. 2001, 2002 maybe? There's some team sets. In Washington, up in the Northwest, they had the Franz Bread Company would do individual baseball cards for the Mariners. It was like a set of 10 or 12, and one card came per loaf. So you had to buy a lot of bread if you wanted to try to get the whole set. Fortunately, I had an uncle that worked at the bread company, so he just got the whole set for me. I used to get Topps, but ate the gum and gave my dad the cards. And I would not ever eat the gum today that came in those packs. If you paid me enough, I might, but I probably wouldn't. For delivery Sunday in the 63 Corvair. Anyway, I'm going to have to go check that out. Door dashing in a 63 Corvair. In the 80s, I enjoyed shoplifting Topps cards from grocery stores. Red. That was Topps, right, in the 80s? Yes, it was. Brady rookie card is 2000, and he has Pacific cards. I ripped a case of those for maybe 30 a box. Now 50, yeah. Weber Bread and Laura Scudder Chips did that on the West Coast. Anyone ever clip a baseball card to their spokes? I think I did when I was little. If I did, it was a baseball player that I didn't like. So, come to think of it, yeah, that did happen. Albert Bell. Maybe some 87 Topps Commons. Or the 80... You had what? The Billy Ripken F-face bat card. You've got the Randy Johnson rookie card that in one variation had the Marlboro thing on the big screen in the background. They edited that out. 89 Flair. And then, was it 90? 90 was the John Smoltz, or the Greg Maddux error. I have the Ripken. That is awesome. Yeah, there was the pretty sure it was John Smoltz. Tom Clavin. Yeah, 1990 Donruss John Smoltz error card. I have a couple of the errors. Some of the corrections are very SP'd and were 10 times the error. Yeah. Well, because some of them, got marked? They marked it out with white. Some of them are marked out with black. But yeah, there's the 1990 Donruss John Smoltz error card. Because whoever made the card couldn't tell John Smoltz and Tom Glavine apart. Black is most common. Scratch out black and white are SSP. Neither good batters. Yeah, the card actually says John Smoltz on it, and it's got Tom Glavine's picture. I probably have a couple of those. The amount of baseball cards that was produced in the 80s and 90s is crazy. I don't think I have any cards by me. I did find this going through some old sports boxes. There's not the amount of Sonic's memorabilia that I have. Some of that stuff you end up going through years later, you forgot that you even had it. Got a whole card album of Gary Payton, which are used for birthday liner now. I'll use the junk cards for added padding when I ship a card. Slowly get rid of them over time. Laura, have a good night. Yeah, well, we got about 15 minutes left. Then I gotta go back out and do more lift. I've literally thrown 100,000 cards into the blue recycle bin outside, and the garbage man go, some places, and I know some places will buy them for Red. Hey, man, appreciate that. Gifted 1 membership. Blonde Aussie was gifted a membership by Red 5. There's You can get rid of like the commons. They're the card. My buddy that's got a card shop here gets like $1 per 1,000 for them. Well, that didn't work well. What'd you try to do? Gift someone else? Hmm. I figure a mod is a member. Actually, no. There, can I do anything on? I can't do anything. It doesn't look like I can do anything on my end. I'll see. I'll see if there's anything in the settings. I got to X-ray Mickey Mantle when I was. Well, so he was human after he was human. I have a lot of Nine Inch Nails memorabilia CDs. See, if things get super tough, most of us have at least $1,000 worth of crap in our house or apartment that we could sell that we're not even using. I got gifted a membership. Very nice of you, Red 5, regardless. Still a W. My youngest, 16 years old, asked me the other day if I knew Nine Inch Nails, so I gave him a lesson. I had, I think it was last football season. I had, I think it was Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin was playing on the radio, and this girl got in, and she's like, "I feel like I've heard this song before. I think it's something that my dad listens to." Like, yeah, your dad must have good taste in music. I think she was probably like 20, maybe 21. Do I have a ComC account? I don't. I've been thinking about getting one. And when did I'm stopped myself from singing that. 1985. What I want to know is when Green Day became classic rock. My classic rock station has been 3 years ago. Motley Crue should be classic rock before Green Day. Because I feel like Motley Crue's been out way longer. But Green Day's been out since 1990. I am feeling old. I am feeling very old. Bowling for soup. There's a random band. 47 graduated high school in 93. That's all the stuff I grew up with. Jennifer, sorry so late. Have I missed a lot? We've talked about, well, yeah, you have. We've talked about all kinds of random things tonight. Lady MK, how's it going? That's what they're doing now. First concert I ever went to was in 2001. It was Matchbox 20 and Train. Won tickets on the radio. I thought I would never feel old around young people, and I do. Ryan, welcome to Squirrel Level. Red 5, did you really win? I did. You had to be the 13th caller. And this was definitely before cell phones. So, I mean, I got fast fingers when it comes to typing. So when it came to dialing a phone number, I appreciate that, Ryan. Tech drops a Jupiter. First time not the first time I danced with a girl, but the first time I danced with a girl older than me. Matchbox 20's new songs are absolute fire. Oh, and Rob Thomas's solo album, Chip Tooth Smile. The songs on there are first ever hockey game was the Kings versus Montreal final in 93. Sat behind Ronald Reagan, 40 rows behind him, the same. Am I still here? We back. Okay. Whew. Thought it was me. I was hoping it was you, Ryan, because and I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so it must be mine. Thanks, Spectrum. Tech, Rob Zombie was my first concert. Pretty sweet for a 10-year-old. Oh, heck yeah. I was, how old was I? 13? Yeah, 13, 14. Seen White Zombie twice. Oh, Rob Thomas is awesome. 4th grade, The Jets. Rolling Stones in 7th grade. Racer, The Cure, and Never Stopped. I am so glad that you guys have such a good taste in music. I'm on Wi-Fi too. Overpriced AT&T first. When tickets on the radio, trivia question was asked Don King's cable channel 3 weeks before. Okay. Fast fingers and a good memory. Yeah, that was a good concert. Good first concert. Met Marilyn Manson and his band because of a radio contest in '99. Still have the autograph shirt by all of them. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen Train twice. Gone to Nickelback, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin concert. I went with my brother to that. Saw Roger Waters in concert twice. Zach Brown band with my mom. And then the concerts I got to go to when I was doing photography. Ryan, that is cool. Our college baseball team used to work security for Bill Graham Presents. To earn money for travel. Got to see the Stones, Grateful Dead, Jerry and Moody Blues. Oh, with Jerry. Dang. The Black Crowes. I've always wanted to see the Black Crowes. Oh, I've seen Alice in Chains with Hailstorm here in Lincoln. But yeah, and then the concerts that I got to photograph. Met Metallica and have James and Lars autograph on the concert ticket. That is cool. First concert, Rolling Stones at LA Coliseum, all-day festival. My dad made my sister take me. I was 12. I saw Prince boot off stage. Her boyfriend gave me half. Oh, God. All right. Saw Black Crowes at Maritime Hall in San Francisco. The place is no longer size of a basketball gym. Oh, those some of those venues are the best. Green Day. Day on the Green. Metallica, GNR, Body Count in Oakland. Ice-T's band. Jennifer, seen Megadeth, Stone Temple Pilots at Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek, Michigan. Same thing, small venue, excellent sound. Yeah, if you guys ever get to the Northwest and get to go to a concert at the Gorge in Washington, it is spectacular. I actually became friends with Everclear and named one of my cats after them. Sweetest guys you can ever meet. I think it'd be cool to have a cat named Everclear. Best concerts I've been to: 311, Incubus, Chevelle, and Eric Church. I hate I never got to see a STP. If because I will never be able to see Led Zeppelin in concert. But if I can ever go see Robert Plant, I will. That's on my list. That was the first day. The next day, Prince was booed again. Jagger came out, told the crowd if they didn't let Prince perform, the Stones wouldn't. Who's to argue with Mick Jagger? Used to go to Lollapalooza in the early 90s. Lineups were unreal. Those were the days, yeah. I mean, some of those festivals going the late 80s into the basically the early 2000s. I think I'd been to one festival, and that was the Jeep Outside World Tour, 2002. Headlined by Sheryl Crow, Train, Ziggy Marley, OAR. There was a godly number of bands there. Seen 9 Inch Nails 4 times and Marilyn Manson 3. LA clubs in the 80s were something other than else. The Eagles were another band I wish I could have gotten to see. Neil Young stepped in and played for several hours, 2 to 3 times. Jennifer, one band I always wanted to see and never got to was Queen. Yeah, Fat Bottom Girls came on the radio earlier. I cranked that up. All right, guys, it is just after 10. I'm going to hop off here and go. Are we still live? At the moment, yes. I'm getting ready to hop off here. Tom Petty tickets. Oh, the year he died. Oh. Yeah, he's another one I wish I would have gotten to see. All right, guys. I always enjoy this. You guys are absolutely awesome. Ryan, appreciate it. Michelle, Norma, Melissa, buenos nachos. Nachos? Did you say nacho? Buenos nachos. Mucho cerveza, por favor. And for those of you that want to get funny looks from people that know Spanish, yo como perro. All right. I will see you guys in the comments and in the next video and in the live next week. So see you then.